ladies and gentlemen. You ever wonder why some people make it and some don't? Really think about it. Why is it that two people can start with the same resources, the same talent, the same opportunity, and one ends up living their dream while the other fades away, making excuses? It's not luck. It's not magic. It's not some secret handshake or hidden formula that only the chosen few get to learn. It's focus, relentless, obsessive, unshakable focus. I want you to imagine your goal right now. The thing that keeps you up at night, the thing you dream about when no one's around, the thing you're scared to say out loud because you don't want to be laughed at. Now be honest with yourself. How much of your life have you really given to it? Not talked about, not posted about, not daydreamed about, but given. How many hours have you spent actually building it? How many times have you sacrificed comfort for progress? How many distractions have you shut down cold? If you're like most people, the answer is not enough. And that's why you're here. Because you're tired of lying to yourself. Tired of telling everyone you're trying when you know damn well you're half committed at best. Today, I'm not going to flatter you. I'm not going to pat you on the back and say it's okay to take it easy. Because the truth is, it's not. If you really want what you say you want, it's not okay to coast. It's not okay to be distracted. It's not okay to let your fears and doubts and laziness win. You're going to have to become ruthless about your focus. You're going to have to decide that no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you fail, you will not stop until you win. Because that's the difference. That's what separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't. Not talent, not connections, not luck, but the decision that quitting is off the table, that you'll keep going until. So if you're ready for that kind of honesty, that kind of challenge, stay right here, because this isn't going to be comfortable, but it just might change your life. Look around you. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, someone or something is trying to steal your attention. Notifications lighting up your phone like fireworks. Ads screaming at you to buy something you don't need. Friends calling you to hang out when you should be working. News designed to keep you outraged, scared, addicted. You think you're making choices? Half the time you're just reacting, responding, distracted. That's the world you live in now, a world built to keep you unfocused. And here's the ugly truth. If you don't control your focus, someone else will. Your dreams don't care about your excuses. Your goals don't care that you got sidetracked. The finish line isn't moving to make it easier for you. It's waiting, patiently, watching. The winners, the ones you admire, the people who actually did what you say you want to do, they're not better than you. They don't have more hours in the day. They're just better at saying no. No to cheap entertainment. No to empty conversations. No to people who drain them. No to habits that waste time. Because they know one thing, your attention is your most valuable resource. Where focus goes, energy flows. When you divide your focus, you divide your results. So let me ask you, what's stealing your focus right now? Is it your phone, your fear, your need for approval, the lie that you can multitask your way to success? Because you can't. The path to greatness is singular. It's narrow. It's lonely. It means locking in so hard on your goal that everything else fades away. It means treating your dream like it's life or death, because in a way it is. Your dream is the life you're supposed to be living, and every day you let distractions win, that life dies a little more. People love to talk about hustle, about grind, about how bad they want it. But how bad do you want it when Netflix calls? When your friends say just one night out, when your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. and your bed feels warm, that's when you find out. Focus isn't some Instagram quote. It's a daily decision. It's saying no to comfort so you can say yes to progress. It's ignoring the noise so you can hear your own voice. It's understanding that you can have anything you want in this world, but not everything. You want success? Cool. That's going to cost you. It'll cost you your distractions. It'll cost you your excuses. It'll cost you your need to be liked, but it will give you something greater. It will give you mastery. It will give you clarity. It will give you power over your own life, because most people aren't focused. They're drifting, sleepwalking through their days, wondering why nothing changes. Don't be most people. You want to change your life? Control what you focus on. Choose your target and refuse to look away. when you fall off, and you will get back on track immediately. Don't waste time beating yourself up. Don't wallow in guilt. Just refocus. Do it over and over and over again, because focus isn't something you have, it's something you practice. You want to win? Then focus relentlessly until you win. And don't stop for anyone. Let's get something straight right now. You're going to fail. You are going to mess up. You're going to get it wrong. You're going to have days when you feel like a complete fraud, like you have no business chasing these big dreams. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Because there is no path to success that doesn't run straight through failure. Yet most people don't get this. They treat failure like a verdict, like a life sentence. They fail once and decide that means they're not good enough, not talented enough, not worthy. So they quit. But listen to me, failure is not there to stop you. It's there to teach you. It's feedback. It's the world's way of showing you what you still need to learn. When a baby tries to walk, they don't fall once and say, well, I guess I'm not a walker. They get up over and over. No shame, no fear, just determination. But somewhere along the line, you forgot that. You started caring what people think when you fall. You started listening to those voices that say, see, you're not good enough. And so you stopped taking chances. Let me tell you the truth. Every single person you admire has failed more than you. They have stacks of failures you'll never see. But they didn't stop. They didn't treat failure as proof they were finished. They treated it as training. You want to succeed? Then you need to become a student of failure. Analyze it. Learn from it. Respect it. Because your failures will teach you things success never will. Success can make you complacent. It can trick you into thinking you've got it all figured out. Failure humbles you. It sharpens you. It shows you the holes in your plan, your discipline, your mindset. And if you're smart, you use that. You adjust. You evolve. You get better. The people who win aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who keep showing up no matter how many times they fall on their face. They don't care about embarrassment. They don't care about critics. They don't care about the scoreboard in the short term. They care about getting it right eventually. They care about who they're becoming in the process. You can have that same mindset, but you have to decide, are you going to let failure define you or refine you? You can let it make you bitter, or you can let it make you better. That choice is yours every single time you fail, and you will fail. If you're really pushing yourself, really stretching, you will fail often. Good. That means you're in the game. That means you're learning. That means you're alive. Don't you dare let the fear of failure stop you from even trying, because let's be honest, if you quit, you've already failed. You want to talk about a guarantee? That's the guarantee. You quit, you lose. You keep going, you have a chance. And sometimes that chance is all you need. So the next time you fall, don't ask why me. Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Get back up with new knowledge, new strategy, new determination. Because the only people who win are the ones who learn how to lose well. The ones who refuse to let failure be the end of their story. Be one of them. Embrace failure. Study it. Thank it. And then keep moving forward until you win. Everybody loves the idea of success. They love the awards, the applause, the spotlight. They love the moment when the crowd stands up and cheers. But most people don't love what it takes to get there. Because what it takes doesn't happen on stage. It doesn't happen on social media. It doesn't happen in front of a crowd. It happens in the dark. It happens when nobody's watching. That's the grind people don't see, and most of them would quit if they did. It's waking up at 4 a.m. when your body screams for sleep. It's hitting the gym when you're tired, sore, and no one will ever know you showed up that day. It's staying at the office late when everyone else went home, lights off, except for the glow of your computer screen. It's reading one more chapter, writing one more page, making one more call, even though there's no applause, no validation. Just you and your mission. And that's the part nobody wants to talk about, because it's not sexy. It's not glamorous. It doesn't get likes. It doesn't trend, but it's real. You see, everybody wants to win, but they want to do it in public. They want to practice in private as little as possible. They want the championship moment without the years of invisible sacrifice. They want the body without the diet, the business without the late nights, the dream without the discipline. And that's exactly why most people never get it. Because the real work is lonely. It's quiet. It's thankless. You have to be willing to do it anyway. You have to be willing to keep pushing even when no one's clapping for you. You have to want it so bad that you don't need the world's permission. Most people wait to be motivated. They want someone to tell them good job. They want someone to hold them accountable. They want someone to check in on them. The champions? Champions hold themselves accountable. They don't need permission. They don't need a cheerleader. They don't need someone to remind them why they started, because they know. They remember every day. They wake up with that goal burned into their mind, and they don't need an audience to do the work, because they know that's not where winning happens. Winning happens in the hours nobody will ever see. It happens in the sacrifices no one will ever thank you for. It happens in the choices you make when there's no consequence for slacking off, except your own regret. So ask yourself, can you do the work when there's no applause? Can you show up day after day when no one notices? Can you hold yourself to a higher standard, even when no one would blame you for quitting? That's the test, because anyone can work hard when it's easy. Anyone can grind when it's new and exciting. Anyone can be consistent for a week. But can you do it for years? Can you do it when you're bored, when you're tired, when you're doubting yourself, when you feel like nothing is working? That's what separates the amateurs from the professionals. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers. So if you really want to win, start loving the grind no one sees. Start taking pride in the work no one thanks you for. Because the day will come when the lights turn on, the crowd shows up, and the world finally notices what you've become. And they'll call you lucky. They'll say you're gifted, but you'll know the truth. You didn't get there by chance. You earned it. In the dark, when no one was watching, if you want to do something great, something truly meaningful with your life, you have to see it before anyone else does. You have to hold the picture in your mind so clearly that it feels more real than your current reality. That's vision, and you need it. Because the truth is, no one else is going to see it at first. Your friends? They might think you're crazy. Your family? They might tell you to play it safe. The world, it doesn't care. The world will try to break you. It will throw obstacles in your path. It will laugh at your dreams. That's why you can't just have vision. You need faith. Not the shallow kind of faith that disappears the second things get tough. I'm talking about unshakable faith. The kind that says, I don't care what it looks like right now, I know where I'm going. Because there will be seasons when nothing works. When you're trying and failing, when you're giving everything you have and seeing no results, when you're questioning your sanity for even trying, that's when most people quit. Because they don't see immediate payoff. Because the world doesn't validate them. Because the path feels too long and too lonely. But the ones who make it, they keep going anyway. They hold the vision in their mind, even when the evidence says they're losing. They feed that vision every single day. They refuse to lower their goals just because it's taking longer than they thought. Because they understand that everything great takes time. You don't plant a seed today and harvest a tree tomorrow. You don't build a skyscraper in a weekend. Anything that lasts takes time. It takes setbacks. It takes corrections. It takes sacrifice. But it starts with vision. You have to see the person you want to become. You have to see the life you want to live. You have to see the impact you want to make, even when it feels stupid, even when no one else claps for you. Because your vision is your compass. It's what keeps you on track when everything in you wants to quit. And faith is the engine. Faith is saying, I don't see it yet, but I know it's coming. Faith is showing up when you're tired. Faith is investing in yourself when no one else will. Faith is speaking life over your dreams instead of death. It's easy to believe when everything is going your way. Anyone can do that. But can you believe when nothing is? Can you believe when you've failed 10 times in a row? Can you believe when people tell you to be realistic? That's the test. Because the truth is, most people settle. Not because they aren't capable, but because they stop believing. They let life beat their dream out of them. Don't let that be you. Protect your vision. Feed it. Guard it from the cynics and the doubters. Speak it out loud. Write it down. Read it every day, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it when the road gets hard, when the money runs out, when you're alone, when you're questioning your sanity. That vision and that faith will carry you when motivation can't. They will keep you moving when everything in you wants to stop, because the dream is real. It just hasn't shown up yet. And if you don't quit, it will. So hold that vision, nurture that faith, because the world will tell you to give up. But if you refuse, if you stay the course, one day the world will have no choice but to see what you saw all along, and they'll call it destiny. But you'll know better. It was vision, an unshakable faith. Let's be honest about something. Most people won't tell you. Winning isn't for the lucky, the chosen, or the blessed. Winning is for the relentless. It's for the person who flat out refuses to quit until the job is done, no matter how many times they get knocked down, because life is going to test you. It's going to see how bad you really want it. You say you want to win? Life will ask you, how many times are you willing to fail first? Most people don't have an answer for that. Most people quit the moment it stops being easy. They quit when it's inconvenient. They quit when it hurts. They quit when no one is cheering them on. They quit because they think setbacks mean they're not meant for it. But that's not what setbacks mean. Setbacks mean you're in the game. They mean you're moving. They mean you're trying something hard enough to matter. Winners understand this. They see obstacles and think, good, let's figure this out. They see failures and think, great, now I know what doesn't work. They don't view the pain as a reason to stop. They view it as the price of admission, because they know something most people don't. You only lose when you quit. You can fail 1,000 times, but as long as you keep getting back up, you're still in the fight, still growing, still getting closer. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter if you're the slowest person in the race. What matters is that you refuse to leave the track, that you tell the world, you will see me at the finish line, no matter how long it takes. This is the mindset you need if you want to do anything great. Because life doesn't hand you dreams. It demands you earn them. It demands you pay in sweat and pain and embarrassment and failure. And most people think that cost is too high. So they settle. They say, it wasn't meant for me. No, it was meant for whoever was willing to keep going. It was meant for the one who stayed standing when everyone else sat down. You have to be that person. You have to be willing to keep showing up, keep working, keep believing, even when you're tired, even when you're broke, even when it feels hopeless, even when it's been years and you're still not where you want to be. Because the truth is, most people are done before they're even close to finish. They stop inches from the gold because they can't see it yet. But it's there, waiting for the one who won't quit. You want to win? Then burn your bridges. Get rid of plan B. Make success the only option. Tell yourself, I will win or I will die trying. Because that level of commitment changes you. It forces you to grow. It forces you to dig deeper than you ever thought you could. And in that process, you become someone new, someone stronger, someone more resilient, someone capable of achieving things most people will only dream about. So stop looking for the easy way. Stop waiting for someone to rescue you. Stop hoping the road will get smoother, and make the decision that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you fail, no matter how long it takes, you will not quit. Because that's what winners do. They keep going. They keep fighting. They keep believing until they win. No applause necessary. No audience required. Just an unbreakable spirit. You want to change your life? Then refuse to quit until you win. Listen to me carefully. All of this, everything we talked about, focus, discipline, failure, faith, vision, grit. It means nothing if you don't make one decision right now. The decision to see this through to the end, not until it gets hard, not until you get tired, not until you feel like you've done enough, until you win. That's the difference between those who dream and those who do, between those who talk about what they want and those who have it. Life is going to test you. It will ask you every single day, do you really want this? Most people will say no without even realizing it. They'll choose comfort over progress, distraction over discipline, excuses over results. They'll tell themselves they'll try tomorrow, next week, next year, but tomorrow never comes. The ones who make it, they understand there is no tomorrow. There is only now, this moment, this choice. So here's the truth. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. No one can hold the vision for you. You want it? You get it. You earn it. You fight for it when no one believes in you, when no one understands you, when no one is clapping for you. You show up on the days you don't feel like it. You stay in the fight when you're getting beat down. You dig deeper when there's nothing left in the tank. And you do it because you decided that quitting is not an option. That is the price of greatness. That is the cost of winning. So choose right now who you're going to be. Another person with excuses, or the one who made it happen. Because you can have your excuses or you can have your dream, but you can't have both. Make the decision. Refuse to quit. Refuse to settle. Refuse to let life dictate your story. Write your own ending. One that says, they tried to stop me, life tried to break me, but I wouldn't quit. And in the end, I won. That can be you. If you want it, if you choose it. So make that choice. Right here, right now, and never look back.